In today's video, we're going to talk about the Bank of America Business Advantage Travel Rewards 0% business credit card. Not the personal one. This is specifically for my aspiring business owners and my existing business owners who need access to some funding or some capital, primarily for those who are startup companies. This is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to show you how to apply and get approved for this card if you meet the requirements. So the three things we're going to discuss today is, number one, who this card is for. Is it for a brand new business owner? Can you have a sole prop, a LLC, a corporation, etc.? And we'll talk about all that. Number two, we're going to talk about what are the expected credit limits? What are some of the benefits of this card? And if you own it and you get approved, right? And then number three, we're going to show you exactly how to apply and get approved if you meet the requirements. We're going to walk through that process step by step. So stay tuned. Number one, right? Who this particular business credit card is for. This Bank of America business credit card is going to be for a brand new business owner. So if you are a startup company and you just started your LLC in whatever state, you can be an existing business owner. You don't necessarily have to be an LLC. You can be a sole proprietorship if you've been operating your, service-based business for a while. You can have a corporation. Basically, if you are a small business owner and you're operating and you want to separate your personal expenses from your business expenses, this card is going to be for you, right? So what are some of the benefits of owning this card? And actually, I'm going to show you guys here. So as you guys can see, we're right on the Bank of America website, and we're kind of going over, the different types of business credit cards they offer. So they do offer the Business Advantage. We'll do a video on that. These other cards here, but specifically we're talking about this card here, and this is the Business Advantage. Sorry, guys. This is the Business Advantage Travel Rewards MasterCard, right? One thing about Bank of America, a lot of their cards are going to be MasterCards. So if you're watching and you say, hey, man, I need a business credit card for expenses, for payroll, for marketing, for running paid ads, etc., this is what we're going to talk about, this particular card. So great thing about this card, it does have a 30K bonus points offer. So what does that mean? That means that you earn 30,000 online bonus points after you make at least $3,000 in purchases in the first 90 days, right? Some banks will give you 6 months. Some banks give you 3 months. Some banks give you 4 months. This particular card will give you back 30,000 online bonus points that you can use within Bank of America's ecosystem of their reward redemption. If you spend 3,000 in the first 90 days of opening your account, which can be redeemed for a $300 statement credit towards travel or dining purchases. So you can take those 30,000 points and convert it on a 1-to-1 ratio into $300 as a statement credit, which is great. So it's just basically telling you that if you spend on this card, we're going to give you some money, okay? And that's pretty much what the application looks like. Let's see if we can pull up the remaining benefits here. All right. So some other benefits: you earn 1.5 points for every $1 spent on all purchases everywhere, every time, no matter how much you spend. So the great thing about this card is it doesn't have a cap, right? American Express cards have a cap. Sometimes even Chase cards have a cap on the amount of points that they're going to let you accumulate. So this one is 1.5 points. No matter if you spend $1 million or 150,000, you get 1.5 points for every dollar that you spend, right? So there's no amount of points you can earn, and points do not expire as long as your account remains open. So that's a great thing about Bank of America. You can also earn up to 75% more points on every purchase if you have a business checking account with Bank of America and qualify for a highest preferred rewards for business tier. So Bank of America has this thing, and I'm gonna do a separate video on it, to where if you open up a business checking account, depending on the amount that you deposit into that account is going to basically determine where they rank you in their system. So with the preferred rewards for business tier, I'm assuming, and I could be wrong, I think it's 100K or more you have to have in the account. But the more you have in that business checking account, you actually earn 75% more points, specifically for the tier of the preferred rewards business tier. And that means you can earn up to an unlimited 2.62 points per dollar spent on all purchases. So what basically Bank of America is telling you, the more money you put into a business checking account and you meet qualifying tiers, the more that they're actually going to give you on redeeming better and more points. But if you just have a basic checking account, maybe a couple dollars in there, you're just going to earn the regular 1.5 for every dollar that you spend, okay? Another thing is there's no annual fee and no international transaction fees. So that means that if you guys are traveling overseas, there's no international transaction fees. And then no annual fee, meaning that it doesn't cost you any money to own this card. So there are cards out there. A lot of co-branded cards have an annual fee of $99. American Express has cards that are up to $6.95 every single year This particular card with Bank of America does not have an annual fee. And then you can redeem points for a statement credit, to offset travel and dining purchases, and for travel with no blackout dates at the Bank of America Travel Center. So Bank of America has their own portal, just like American Express has their portal. Chase has their portal when it comes to travel. Bank of America has their own as well. And another reason why I like this card, because it is 0% for 9 billing cycles. That means that if you apply and get approved for this particular card, the day that you get the card approved, not when you swipe your first purchase. Some people get that confused. The moment that you get approved, you have 9 billing cycles. And there is a difference. 9 months versus 9 billing cycles is 2 different things. A lot of people don't talk about that. 9 billing cycles mean that you actually have 9 billing cycles before that 0% offer does expire, right? So, and then after that, the variable rate can be anywhere between 17.49% and 27.49%, which is on the higher side, but it is a business credit card. So they are giving you that intro offer to kind of offset that interest as long as you're paying your bills on time. So that's that card. Let's talk about number 2. Let's talk about number 2, right? So what are some of the expected credit limits on this card? I've seen this card, depending on you having a checking account, on the low end, start off at about $3K. On the high end, I've seen this card go up to about $35K on approval. And so you can expect those credit limits to kind of fluctuate between there. I would prioritize having a relationship with Bank of America prior to applying for this card. Do not prematurely just say, hey, I have a 700 credit score. Let me go on to Bank of America and apply for this business credit card. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking at you in the camera. 9 times out of 10, you're going to not be approved because you kind of have to prove yourself with Bank of America first with opening a business checking account and then going to apply. And we'll get into that in number 3. But those are some of the expected credit limits, right? Anywhere between 5K on the low, 3 to 5K on the low end, and then as high as 35K on the high end, right? Now, what are some of the prerequisites before we get into number 3? 700 plus credit score, low utilization. And I do this for all my videos, but 700 plus credit score, low utilization on your personal cards. Yes, you are a personal guarantor. They are going to pull your personal credit. Typically, they're going to pull Experian. So make sure your Experian score is really, really good. And, you know, no negatives, no derogatories, no active bankruptcies. Inquiries, I don't think Bank of America, I don't think is inquiry sensitive, but if they are, make sure you get with someone to remove some, if not most of your Experian inquiries. And you basically want to go in there with a clean slate. Do not prematurely apply if you have high utilization on one card and the rest of the cards are paid off. Always go in with your personal credit profile completely optimized before you apply for a business credit card, okay? And then number 3, how to apply and get approved for this particular card, right? So the first thing you want to do is I'm going to show you guys this site here. It's called bankbranchlocator.com. Now, you can specifically open up a checking account online. Sometimes it is a little difficult to open up business checking accounts online because the banks can't physically see you. So sometimes they will request additional documentation, whether it's ID, proof of address, the EIN letter, articles of organization. But if you go into a branch and just take maybe $200 with you just to open that account, deposit a couple of dollars, bring all your documentation with you, your ID, EIN letter, articles of organization. If you're on that business with additional business owners, you shouldn't have to bring them in. It should just be an operating agreement. But you want to bring those items in, meet with a business banker, or if not, the branch manager, open up the business checking account. They're probably going to try to upsell you on merchant services, etc. But mainly, don't tell them that you're in a high-risk business. If you are, you can say consulting, you can say marketing, etc. But just the main thing is open up the business checking account. Once that is open, I would highly advise you to make deposits frequently before you apply for this card. Okay, so make deposits of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 500 here, 200 here. That's where it's showing activity. Maybe even, use your debit card to make some purchases. So you're actively using the checking account. If you can, maybe set up some type of direct deposit where you have money coming in the account. Is what I would probably prioritize versus just open. I know people say open an account and build a relationship, but building a relationship is actually having activity inside of your checking account as well. Now, what I would tell you to do, as long as your personal credit is optimized, you have this account open, have the account open for 60 days, right? Give it 60 to 90 days of just continuous activity. And then let's just say the 60 days go by or the 90 days go by, at the moment that you know you're about to apply for this card, make a large deposit, right? So a 5K or 10K, have a lot of cash in that account before you apply for the card. And then you can go right online through your portal because you have an active checking account and you're simply just going to go to, business cards and simply apply for, this card right here, right? So the Business Advantage Travel Rewards World MasterCard. I don't know why their names are so long, but Business Advantage Travel Rewards World MasterCard credit card, and just put in your business information. They're already going to have you verified because you do have an account with them, and you should get an approval, right? But it's gonna, as long as your personal credit is optimized, you should not have an issue. But like I said, please don't prematurely apply, and then next thing you know, you found out that you're not approved, right? Best ideal situation, after about 60 or 90 days, go back and meet with the banker who probably opened up the account for you, and then that should be an option for you. But the best way to find your nearest branch is going to be the bankbranchlocator.com. And then you're simply going to look for Bank of America, which I already have open here. And then it'll show you, all the different states that Bank of America is in. So if you're watching this video and you are in Texas, right? It shows you it has 330 branches in Texas. You'll simply click that. And then, oops, I'm sorry, I'm not even showing you guys. You're going to go to bankbranchlocator.com, Bank of America. And like I said, Texas. And then you just simply scroll down, and let's say you're in Allen, Texas, you'll find one in Twin Creeks. And then you can actually go online and make an appointment, or simply call that branch at this number right here and just say, hey, my name is such and such. I want to come open up a business checking account, set the appointment, and then just make sure you have all your items with you. And it even shows you the times that the bank is open for you to go in. But more importantly, I say all this to say, Bank of America is not one of those banks where you can just apply online like Chase, or American Express, etc. This is one where you do want to have a depository relationship with first. Now, if you already have a personal checking account with them, there are times where we've seen people get approved for a business card by having that personal checking account. I do recommend just opening up a business checking account as well, especially if you plan on doing more business with them. So don't make yourself to where you're just applying for cards and you're actually not going to do any business with them. What the banks want is they want your entire ecosystem, your entire relationship with them, from merchant services to business credit cards, so you can qualify for business lines of credit, term loans, SBA loans, etc. And that's kind of how the banks operate. So now that you guys know the three ways, or the three benefits of having this American Express, I'm sorry guys, this Bank of America business rewards travel card, 0% for 9 months, no annual fee. You can use this for your business and your business expenses. Bank of America is pretty much everywhere. You can apply just as long as you meet those requirements of having an optimized personal credit score. This card actually does not report to your personal credit. It does build your business credit on Experian Business or Equifax Business. So you never have to worry about maxing out the card and then, it's going to report to your personal, as long as you make your minimum monthly payments. So now that you know all these three things, as well as how to apply and get approved for the card, do me a favor, right below in the comments, let me know if you got approved. Also, maybe let me know what other videos you would like to see me do on certain business and personal credit cards when it comes to financial literacy, credit, personal credit, business credit, and funding. And as usual, thank you guys. Let me know how it goes. And don't forget to push the subscribe button. I don't need you guys to like and all of that. Just push subscribe, as I'm trying to get this channel up. And I appreciate you guys. Take care.